Konnichiwa!
Minasan konnichiwa!
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of Talk to Keki. I'm Matt, your host here today. We are going to finally close off the year 2021.
Thank the heavens.
And I can't do it without my co-high, Ethan. We're here. We did it.
Hi, mochiron desu ka, Matt-sama?
But again, we saw a lot. We're going to get to all that in a bit. I'm going to let you all know the format. We're going to review 5 shows. 3 of them are done, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah. And then we're going to talk about our top 5 worst or disappointments, and then our top 5 movies. And then we're going to do our regular awards for the year as well. And for part 2, we're doing our top 25 of the year, our 5 honorable mentions.
So it's basically going to be a top 30 and then down.
Yeah, pretty much.
Basically.
We're going to let you all know, since we have seen a lot, quite a few good ones are left out.
Yeah, for sure. And
so that was difficult for me. How was that for you?
It was a little different. It was a little challenge. See, for me, I think you've seen more variety than I have, but I've seen
that's why it was harder for me.
But I've seen more titles. And so what I did to narrow my list down was I actually went to my analyst.co and I went to completed. And I basically filtered everything out. So I went to my completed list. Then I did completed for 2021. And then I sorted it by 5-star, 4-star, 3-star, 2-star rating.
Right.
And then that's how I came up with basically all my stuff. And then from there, it was just putting everything in order. So I was able to write down about 35 anime, kill 5. And then I had 30, and then I just had to rearrange them. So it took a long time, but it wasn't as difficult for me.
Right. Yeah, this was a huge pain in the ass for me.
Can't wait till 2023, huh?
Yeah.
For 2022.
Right. Yeah. Well, we will get to that.
And by the way, guys, you guys can't see, but my co-host is on video for the first time.
Yeah, and you're all not gonna see it.
And you all aren't gonna see this man's lovely face.
Not till Keki shop.
Not till Keki shop, guys. No, I haven't seen Matt's face since I saw him in in the summer when I went.
Yeah, in the summer. Yeah, my beard
late summer, fall, something like that. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, it's grown.
Yeah, well, I'm keeping
COVID beard. COVID beard.
No, it's just my natural.
Fair enough.
The beard stays. I just trim it. That's it.
Fair enough.
So I'm not like from the mountains.
Yeah, I'm probably honest to God gonna get my hair cut like the morning I fly out. I think that's the plan.
Yes. Also, the piss people all congrats to Brock Lesnar, the only star they got to win the WWE Championship.
Jesus. I am very interested to see if they finally pull the trigger on him versus Lashley at Mania. That would be fucking tits.
They'll probably do it at Rumble.
I would be interested in that. Although I haven't watched WWE. Like
I've only watched pay-per-views, but I
haven't even, bro. I haven't either. The last WWE show I saw was Crown Jewel. And that was because everybody raved about how good the card was up and down. And I was like, I'll watch it. And so I watched Crown Jewel.
I don't bother though with those.
Yeah, no.
Last one I watched was Survivor Series, and that was the shits.
Indeed. And fuck, man. I might have to pull an all-nighter and fucking watch Wrestle Kingdom live tonight.
Yeah, you get to watch Okada win live.
God, I know, bro.
It's happening.
I honestly think Okada's gonna win. My prediction is Okada's gonna win, and Okada's gonna beat Ospreay again. Well, and then we're gonna get. I think that would be at minimum a 5.5-star match. Nakajima versus Okada. That would be a 5.5-star match.
I think we're gonna get Muto and Okada. It's a big money thing. I won't be surprised if Muto.
Please retire.
He won't.
Please retire.
He won't. Bro. He'll do it till he's dead.
He's like Onita, except Onita's actually better, I think. This day.
No.
I would much rather see Onita than I would fucking Muto.
I've enjoyed more Muto matches in this year than Onita matches in the past 5 years. So
anyway, enough about
enough about wrestling. We're gonna get some reviews. We're basically 1-1 for separate and then the last 3 are together.
Yes, and just a quick reminder. This is kind of, I guess, falls under news and notes. In the next 2 out of 3 weeks, basically, you're gonna have a couple movies come out across the United States. You're gonna get Belle come out the weekend of the 14th, and you're gonna have
the week after.
The week after is Sing with Harmony. Is that correct?
Yep.
Sing of Harmony.
Sing a bit of harmony.
Sing a bit of harmony, I believe. Yeah, that's the name of it, and that's going to be coming out the following week as well. So, check your local, I guess, movie listings and check those out. Matt and I will do our best. Well, I'm going to be definitely watching Belle. I'm going to do my best to see Harmony. And we'll go from there, and we can review those as our movie entries of winter.
We will be taking. We'll be back in 2 weeks because not everything's gonna be airing by the time we come back, so we're gonna give it an extra
we should do what we should do. We should do a special live, you and I, just like get like fucking not live, but like we should do a special recording of just you and I, just while I'm at your house, and we just get like shit faced and like talk about fucking anime, or do like a watch along of an anime. That would be fucking great.
We'll think about it. we gotta think about how we can actually air it or where we can air it without getting in trouble.
Censored, because shit faced me.
Oh, not just that, just this is what we're actually watching. Alrighty, let's just get to it. I will start off since I did that for the season. Blue Period, my last one. I hope it comes back. I won't be surprised though. Basically, we picked up where we left off. You see Yaguchi pouring liquid into the water. It's to help give it like a more of a wax type texture. When he is drawn, is just him playing around with that. Time has passed, like in the same day. The test is over. There's nothing more he can do. He sketched it out, the nude model, while drawing it, and it's a beautiful piece. We got that in. You see Yaguchi and Yodosuke actually getting along. Like Yodosuke actually acknowledges that Yaguchi got better in his art. And that made Yaguchi happy. Like he was like really happy to hear that from him, because before was like, you don't have the essence of art. You're just doing this just because you don't really care about like why are you here? It was nice he actually got recognition. And then we find out there's a graduation ceremony. Like we don't know anything about the exam yet, but you find out they'll get the results during the graduation ceremony. So Yaguchi has to miss his graduation ceremony just to get his test results. I was like, and then we get to the results from our class of our school that night class. Only 2 of the 3 passed. So one of them failed. Haruka passed and Kuwata failed. So that means Yaguchi. So he's going to our school he wants, the Tokyo Arts University. He got into one of the hardest schools in the Tokyo for the art category.
Is that a real life school?
TAU, I believe it is. Yeah, Tokyo University of Arts. That's a real school. Yeah, they have a very low entry rate, like to get in. So he's one of the rare few that got in. Yeah. So and Kuwata was actually bummed out because she tried before and she failed, and she said to herself if she didn't get it again, she was going to fail. But now she's probably like where she doesn't want to stop. She wants to try again. And then you see Yaguchi celebrating. He brings his art picture to the high school, showed it off a bit. Well, he redrawn it for his art teacher there. Like, this is what I did. And then he found out Mori, the person that got him into art, was in. So he went to go find her, but he passed her. You see Mori in that classroom now. She looks at the picture, saying that, "Wow, that's really good. Who drew it?" And credits. Like, damn it.
Yeah.
But no, great way to end it. I was very happy with this. Gave it a 4.5.
Ooh, damn, that's pretty high.
Again, I wish the art was better, but with the story, and I enjoyed it for what it was. So I am definitely very happy with this. I can't wait for if we get it. I don't see why we shouldn't. Now we're going to basically see him in college and see how he struggles there. All right, that's it for mine. You got Banished Hero. Lay it on us.
I have Banished Hero. I deleted it. I didn't even realize I deleted it. I deleted it. I didn't even think about that on the fucking list that we have. Banished. Thank you for reminding me. I was like, I don't have anything to talk about. What are you talking about?
No, it's 1-1, and then we got 3 together.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Nah, Banished Hero. I like the end of Banished Hero. Truthfully, basically, we left off the previous week, the penultimate finale. We left off with Rudy slicing Tisei and just having a cold stare. So the episode kicks off with her versus her brother Red or Gideon. They go back and forth for a while, and then Red like realizes like there's something up with the sword that she's using because it's not her normal one. So he manages to disarm Rudy, and Rudy snaps back to her normal self. And she becomes like inconsolable. She's like, oh my God, what have I done? I'm so sorry for attacking you, brother. Oh my God, I'm so sorry for hurting my best friend. I'll heal her, but she can't heal her. She can no longer conjure up her powers. And everyone's like, what the fuck is going on? Why can't she conjure her hero powers? And so subsequently everybody kind of moves on throughout the the episode. We see different stages of people like saying their goodbyes and stuff. We find out that because of the fact that she did take that devil's blessing and mixed it with her current blessing, even though her current blessing is a lot more powerful, the hero's blessing, she managed to create a third blessing for herself, which is really unprecedented, called the ruler. The ruler basically suppresses any blessings that she has, but she's able to bring them out. Basically she's working on doing it like on flux, but like she could basically bring it out if she needed to. There was more details, but I don't remember them off the top of my head. But basically because she's currently manually suppressing her hero powers, she is basically a normal girl. Like she feels, before she didn't need to sleep, eat, drink, she didn't feel cold or hot. She was just bland, like she was just an entity in the universe that solely existed to protect the universe, to protect the world. Now she feels cold, like she's been sneezing, and everyone's like, oh, you don't want to get a cold? She's like, I look forward to my first cold because I never had a cold before. Like little stuff like that. Like she's able to eat and it tastes great. She's able to fall asleep randomly at like a moment's whim. She just falls asleep, but it's beautiful the way she's basically living her life. 17 years, because she's 17 years old, we find out earlier in the season. 17 years she was just kind of like a bland entity, and now she's living a human life, which is very nice. And we get one of the most anticipated scenes of the season, and
they fucked.
Yes, they had sex. Red and Rit had sex, and you don't see the sex, but it was very sensual. It was done classy. There was not like anything etchy really about it. They did their deed, and we see them, like we see the moonlight as they go down on each other, and then we see the next scene is they're cuddling in bed naked. So we obviously know what happened, and they're just, I can't wait to move on to the next part of my journey with you. Yeah, I feel the same way. It was very, very wholesome. And so trying to remember what else went on. It was just like, like I said, more scenes of just how they are adapting as their worlds are basically changing. Red and Rit are going to basically stay in Logvaria, which I believe that's the town, Logvaria, the village, and they're going to be, as much as they can be, the happy couple. Tisei and Rudy they're still friends, and they're going to be doing adventuring together. Basically, Rudy signed up to meet an adventurer in the village, so she's just automatically off rip became a B rank adventurer, even though she's got OP powers, so that won't probably last too long.
Right.
What's it called? I forget her name. I always want to say Victoria. But I don't remember her name off the top of my head. She's basically gonna do the hero's mission and try and protect the world. And I assume she's gonna probably gather the people that she has. I know she was with Albert. She'll probably be with Danan, who said his goodbyes. They'll get their little party going. So all's well that ends well. In an after credit scene, we see the drug maker. He's free, and he's chilling, and he has a beer outside in the woods like one night with a woman, and the woman's trying to find out information about Logvaria, and toward the end of the post-credit scene, she takes off her hood and reveals herself to be and I forget her name, but she was featured earlier in the season. She's an elf woman who acted as a guide for Red, Rit, and their party when they first faced the demon Dananan, or Shindanan. Yeah, so she acted as like their guide, and she basically said Red and Rit. She's like, I can't wait to see you guys again. So that basically hinted at a season 2. So, and I look forward to it as a whole for sure. I would have given it a 3.75 if I could. I gave it a 3. Just because I couldn't put it at a 4. It was great. Right. I enjoyed it very much. I think I did put it in my top 10 if I'm not mistaken of the season. But I just couldn't make it a 4. So I gave it a 3. If I would have given it like half points, I would have given it like a 3.5, 3.75. But it just didn't hit that 4 for me. But still very, very good. If the second season comes, I'll be more than willing to watch it. And I would say that it's a pretty decent show, that it's worth your time. So
yeah. All right, that's it for our solos. We're gonna get right into it. It's just 3. We'll start with Comey. Yeah, we'll give Paladin the main event spotlight for this part.
Fair enough. Bunkasai.
Yes.
That means cultural festival.
Yep, the normal of a slice of life high school anime.
Did you catch that this is going to be a 2-part finale?
Yeah, we're getting the second part Thursday.
Yeah. So basically, the penultimate episode is the lead up to the cultural festival, and then and the beginning of the culture festival, and then the season finale.
The rest of
is
it,
the rest of the culture festival, which I thought was pretty cool. I expected to have like some random stories. I mean, we still may, but
so we're still getting a big chunk of just a story in these 2 episodes.
Yeah.
It's basically finding the theme for what they want to do for their class. Yep. And a lot of people are debating like, oh, we want this, I want the haunted house, I want to make rice balls,
and everything revolves around Comey, because Comey's God.
Yep, and we find out she hasn't voted for anything.
No, she did.
Yeah, not at the end, but I'll say before that.
No, before nobody cared. They were just like, everyone wants to see Comey.
I want the haunted house so I can grab her ass. Damn it.
Yeah, one of the girls like, we should make hot dogs so she can sell. Like, oh no.
Yeah, Tana was a good boy. Say, you stop it, you fucker.
Censored.
Yeah,
blurred.
Yeah.
Pixelated mouths.
Yes, everything about Kobe, and they were like, yes, I get it. I see your points.
Yeah,
this makes no sense, but I agree because if I was Kobe, yes. And they actually agree on me.
Yeah, because Tadano basically asked Comey like, "What did you vote for?" And Comey writes down Maid Cafe. She's like, Maid Cafe.
And then everyone changed their votes. Like, quick,
6 votes for Maid Cafe.
Yep. Yeah, because on that everything was tied.
Yeah, right. 3. I think it was like 3 apiece.
3 or so apiece, yeah. So that was one part of the episode, and then we got to everyone the maid outfits. What's that? Yandere or fake yandere? Ren. Yeah, she faded seeing Comey's outfit.
Oh yeah, because she's fucking.
Yeah, Comey's fangirl.
Yeah. Basically.
And then Comey's like, nope, skirt's too short. We're gonna get rid of it.
And she gets a long skirt, but they put that skirt to use a little bit later.
Yeah, well, yes.
We'll get to that.
We're gonna get to that in a bit. And then the next part, we see this maid cafe connoisseur. We have those apparently.
Where he wakes up at 6 a.m. to find which cafe he's gonna sit at.
Yeah,
and he brutally critiques them.
He somehow knew the school was gonna have one at this festival.
Yes.
So he's like, my pedo senses are tingling. I should go to the high school.
I was gonna say like, but they said like, oh, but he's an otaku and afraid of women, even though he's 30. They said he's 32, and he's basically at a maid cafe that's run by like 15-year-olds.
Yeah, by at the high school, and he gets the best maid, Najimi. Yes, it works. Okay, the outfit works. Damn it.
Yeah, it did.
It did. Yeah,
they're very slender.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Or she, or
they're very slender. They pull it off well.
Yeah.
But Najimi was like the loud one. He called the connoisseur called one of them a tsundere. There's all the tropes. Everyone has these generic maid cafe tropes.
Some dere.
Yes, and then we see and then we got Kobe, and she's like her usual, being frozen, nervous. Eventually, it turns out she thought she did a bad job, even though she didn't. And then he was like, "Man, she was very quiet, but it's also intriguing." Yes, yes, yes. And then Kobe's mom shows up, and then she gets showered with praise by everyone at the classroom. And then she joins the cafe, like she's a customer. And then you see Shosuke, the Komi's brother. Like, oh my God, he's as hot as Kobe. Quick, get the throne.
And they put her on
They put him on the throne.
Did you skip? I think you skipped when she met a new friend, that like really special ed kid with the throne.
Oh yeah, the one that's like,
I forget her name, but yeah, basically they have a special ed kid.
She's someone that likes to space out a lot.
Yeah,
Kaede,
yeah. So basically,
I thought we talked about it. No, we didn't. No, it was strictly the race. So okay, never mind.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, we meet her. And Nene and Komi were all going to the department store.
Yeah, and basically, long story short, on that one, she spaces out a lot, but she noticed that everybody treated Comey like as God. They put her on the throne that Matthew just mentioned, which is why I brought it up. And she mentioned that there was a look that Comey wanted to help, and she did. She did, like there was like in like little things like Comey wanted to help, but they won't let her. And so she's like, I saw you wanted to help, so I gave you something to help with. And Comey, like she got emotional briefly, and she wrote down, she's like, when I was little, I always wanted to help, but I could never help because I could never talk, because I was scared, and you gave me something to talk about, so thank you so much. And then they're like, yeah, we're friends. And Comey got happy, like, oh yeah, I made another friend. So that was nice. Anyway,
back to where we were. They wanted the brother to like get the throne. Now he slowly backs away.
He's like, fuck this shit, I'm out.
Yeah, so leaving the mother to be a customer by herself. And then Najimi goes to Tadano saying, hey, we got a spare maid outfit. Put it on. Put it on. And he says no, he doesn't want to do it. He eventually puts it on, and you see Tadano's sister walk in. Picture.
Mom, did you see? You were right. You were right about what?
And I was like, wait, what? No, I need to know what the fuck she was talking about. Then you see Tadano doing his job at the maid cafe, and during the break, Komi's like, she's like, you're hot, damn it.
Hot sweet.
It's like, no, keep it on, damn it, keep working.
Yeah, bitch. Yeah,
exactly. Was that round? Or was there another part after that? Or just
there was one more story you skipped. It's not as critical, but a little bit more character development between Komi and Tadano. Basically, everybody stays overnight before the festival happens, and they're like, "Oh, let's make rice balls."
All right, that's right.
Yeah, Najimi, Komi, and a couple of the other girls made rice balls for everybody.
Yeah, and everyone's trying to figure out.
It's like, which one Komi make? Which one Komi make? Which one Komi make? Which one did Komi make? And basically, Komi only made one rice ball. She decided to
just like this cube.
Yeah, she decided, let's try something different, and she makes a cube. It's a giant fucking cube. And Najimi also made a cube, and so
that was terrible.
But hers was terrible. Komi basically wanted to try what Najimi did, and hers came out flawless. Tadano picks up the giant cube and said, "Oh, this must be Najimi's." And
because the way Komi was looking at her.
Yeah, but Komi begins to blush, and we find out that the giant, beautiful cube is Komi's, and she's really happy that Tadano thinks that it's delicious.
So that's it for Komi. Good stuff there. Can't wait for the finale. And then, all right, Demon Slayer, Red Light District. Again,
great episode. This was a great episode.
Yeah, more or less, a good chunk of it was still Tanjiro fighting. You find out that Tanjiro can't really do the water breathing.
He realizes like the water breathing isn't naturally suited for him because he keeps chipping his sword, and
his body keeps hurting. Like it's not as impactful with the moves.
And we get a flashback basically to him working on doing the Hinogami Kagura, and trying to do it in multiple attacks, and so he would only be able to do a single one. His body would give up, and now he's become better at it where he can do multiple attacks, but
he gets a fever because his body burns up because again he's sun breathing, so it's gonna be hot as hell.
Yeah.
So it's just with Tanjiro's realizing this. Oh, and now he knows because again it makes sense because he was basically just forced to train in water breathing because that's what the guys knew.
Yeah.
So like it didn't know like, oh, you have your own like these other people do.
Yeah.
It was just something he was taught. And then on the other side of this, Tengen meets one of his wives. And which wife was it? Hinatsuru? Hinatsuru. He sees her tied up, gives her the antidote because we find out like she drank a poison. She like tried to flee. Like, oh, I'm poisoned. I'm sick. I can't be here anymore. I gotta bounce. Daki saw that. So now Tekken is found there. Was like, all right, I need you out of here because she's like, I'm sorry for being useless. Was like, it's fine. Like, I'm glad you're okay. Just your work's done here. I can't have you do anything else. So he does that, and we see one of his sound breathings, the roar. It's like he's trying like to detect sound. I think he was trying to do like go to the source of where he heard underground, and we find out it was Inosuke from underground because he was trying to find where Daki could potentially be, even though doesn't know that she's not there. Like, oh shit, there's a hole in the ground. My head can fit, nothing else can fit, but if I dislocate every bone in my body.
Right,
I can fit.
Snaky.
He does that like it's fine, no problem. He doesn't feel a thing. Going down, going up. Fuck your joints. He gets up and he sees the outfit, like Daki's outfit, like I see all the people inside it, and there's another demon there. You find out that whole thing is a demon, like a separate demon.
Yeah, they call it a food locker.
A food locker.
Yeah, they call it
for all the food. You see everyone there. There's Zenitsu, the other two wives, and a bunch of other people that were quote unquote missing. And Inosuke provides to be useful. Like he's cutting it up, like the free people, like and not cutting away to kill them. Like his sharp instincts and all that. They're all kicking in like flawlessly. He's like, damn, yeah, goddamn, I'm good here. Shit. You find out he frees two of the wives, Maiko and Suma. Suma's adorable.
She is.
With all those faces. It's like, I can't fight. Don't rely on me. I am fucked. Even though they're all former ninjas.
Yeah, right.
They're all fighting. They're all helping out Inosuke, and they see Zenitsu doing his thunderclapping slash.
Asleep.
Yes, asleep. And Inosuke's like, man, just stay asleep. It's like, fuck, I don't want to hear you.
Right.
And then more along, and then you see someone else came in through the dust. Tengen. He finally sees his other two wives. Like he's happy that they're alive, that they're safe, and they show like he knows he values their lives more than anything else.
Yeah, and we get a flashback to them telling him basically to do the opposite of their shinobi training. Their shinobi training like tells them like, no, you're gonna put your life on the line for the cause. You're gonna be the ones to sacrifice yourself because it's the right thing to do. You must sacrifice yourself for the cause. And Tengen's like, nah, don't do that. Like, like I want you guys to be around. Like your lives will be number one, yourself, number two, me. Or I'm sorry, me, and then like number three, something else. I forgot.
The mission, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, like do the mission, but your lives are more important than that. So like if you're in danger, don't do anything.
Yeah, come back home alive. That's your ultimate priority, is to come back home alive to me, so I can fuck you. So he's got it made. Oh yeah, he does. He must be singing that chimpo like crazy.
Oh yeah, like again, three beautiful women, and he's fucking gorgeous and stuff. Like, goddamn, so
slinging it, bro.
Oh yeah, he's fucking dripping. And then he's like, "Oh, I'm going to show you what I can do." It's about to get flashy,
and that's where the episode ends.
So we're going to see him in action. We find out we are halfway done, basically.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's an odd number. It's only 11 episodes.
Yeah, Dr. Stone was like that too. The latest one.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's right.
Yeah, I don't know when they're going to do the next arc. Yeah, this will technically be the end of season 2 once more. So overall, this was basically 17, 18 episodes with the 2 arcs.
With Mugen Train?
Yeah, I think Mugen Train was 7. Yeah, so about 18 episode season.
Okay, To Your Eternity, Junior.
I mean, yeah. Alrighty, main event time for our reviews. Faraway Paladin.
Yes. Good ending.
Good, very, very solid ending. I love the beginning. It's just basically Menlador is like waiting in the forest of Will's like, hey, what's going on, buddy?
For real. He's like, I'm just gonna go ahead because
it was like, I'm gonna go ahead. I don't need you. You're weak as shit.
Right. Man, I was like, bitch ass nigga, run these hands. Let's go.
He did for a bit. He did for a bit.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm gonna break his arm.
He's like, I could break his arm. Snap. Oh! He's like, you still a bitch ass nigga though. Why you go do it alone?
And he's like, all right, let them heal you. Fuck you.
For real, bro. Like,
and
I was like, it was so cringe. It was like literally like when you watch it, it looked like fucking like Will was trying to be like the tough guy. Like he's not suited.
He was trying to be
not suited.
Guy.
He's not suited. It's like watching like the gay kid in class try to be like strong and angry. Like it just doesn't fit. It don't fit.
The gay kid could be strong. You don't know.
I mean, yeah, it depends.
Yeah, that's it.
Is he Sasaki? I don't know. No, that's a preview for next week.
Well, 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah.
We have nothing to cover.
I know.
Yeah, nothing's out.
Anyway,
yes. Eventually, Menlador gives him a slap in the face of reality.
Yep.
Oh God, I was a dick. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I realized I do need you. You're my friend.
Yeah, and he's like, I don't abandon my friends, and he basically used talk no jitsu on. But he didn't make it. But he's not like Pain where he killed himself after. But right, he didn't fucking commit seppuku.
Yeah.
But they get on the same page, and they get back. They tell everybody like they had a little fight, And then they decide, all right, let's come up with a plan to defeat this thing. Like, dude, and they're like, we just got our asses kicked. He's like, nope. And then all the guys are like, fuck it, we're gonna go after them because we need to. Combine.
And then eventually they find more of those demons in the Beast Woods. And it's like, all right, we're gonna get them this time. Yeah, they actually get them.
Yeah.
And then Melidor and William are by themselves.
Yep.
And
they go on ahead.
They went ahead, and they found the Chimera eventually.
He was invisible.
I know, invisible magic.
Yeah.
He's like, shit. Right above us.
Got me with my pants down. God damn it. Let me put my dick away.
God damn
it. Popped them. Popped them.
I'm not corpsing in the show.
But no, they get it. They basically have a knockdown fight. It was a good fight. That was a pretty good fight. That was actually that might have been fight of the season had we seen it last week.
I probably still would have kept mine, but this would have been close second.
Yeah, it would have defeated mine.
Oh, you had you had Lenny and Titan against Heaven and Hell, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's tough. That's tough.
Yeah,
that's tough. Yeah, we both had it. I think we both had it, right?
I had Dead End Orsted.
Yeah, you had Dead End Orsted. Yeah, no, that's tough. Now that I think about it, yeah, it's kind of tough for it.
Yeah,
but in any case,
I mean, as an actual fight, I mean, sure, probably, but
yeah,
all of the other key aspects, it probably still would have been.
Yeah, I agree. Close second. My bad.
Yeah. Anyway, either that, William and Melidor eventually fight the Chimera, and it leads into William striking that final blow.
But you're forgetting that before the fight commenced, he actually confirms with the Chimera what is going on. And basically what's going on is the demons want to head down south. They want to keep the humans away, and they want to work on unsealing the holy seal, or the unholy seal. That has the demon king that's sealed in there. And basically Will's idea is that, okay, well, if we defeat the demons, then we can push humans further south, and with the humans around, with their, whatever, spiritual powers or whatever, they can make the seal stronger. So, and that's where they commence the battle. Matt said Will and Menel together, they fight them together, and together they're able to defeat the Chimera with Will striking the final blow from the heavens.
And he did it.
Yeah.
Once again, the day is saved.
Yay.
And then we get a little what's that girl's Robina starts making a song. She does a bar.
So you skipped that. They went into, so basically the battle happens outside of a monastery, and then they go into the monastery and they see Rastov has already killed the leader, basically the guy who created the Chimera, and basically said, like, how did you get here so fast? He's like, well, I know you guys were taking care of the Chimera, so I was like, fuck it, I'll just go out to the side. I came in through the side and killed it.
He took the back door.
He basically went in through the back door. Hey, yo.
Like, hey, how you doing? What's going on?
Hey. And yeah, and then basically they go through a credit where they do highlights of the season, and then the after credit scene, basically.
Yeah, it was basically Robina doing a song for William. It's like, it sounds a little condescending about me. It's like, oh shit, like no, it says you're supposed to be praised. It's supposed to be over the top. We'll make Melidor your girlfriend in this.
Yamete.
Melidor the Beautiful. Eventually, they got that nickname switched though.
Melidor
of Swift Wings.
Switch Wings?
Swift.
I think it's Switch. I was like, oh, he's a Switch.
Yes, they have the Nintendo Switch there. Yeah, we see more humans there. Like they're like all like in that area now.
Yeah.
And then Melidor went to Williams like, well, now what? Now what are you gonna do?
He's like, I'm gonna dip. And he's like, the fuck, you can't dip, dude. Like, you're the Lord. He's like, huh? Nani?
He's like, well, you can be the Lord here. Why don't you try aiming for that?
Nani? He's like, what do you mean? He's like, dude. He's like, you protected the villagers and you gave them like more land. You defeated the demons. You organized military power. You were able to get approval of yourself from the government and the temple, and gained rank. Like, you could basically who, if you have money issues, who are you gonna talk to? Tonio? He's like, yeah, with whose money? Your money. He's like, you got all the power. Why wouldn't you want this? He's like, now, if you said you don't want this, that becomes a whole separate disaster that we need to figure out. And he's like, oh my God, what am I going to do? He starts freaking out. And he basically, and another thing that I skipped over, the first thing that leads to this is that the villagers have decided behind his back that they're going to make a new temple in their new land. Yep. And it's going to be a temple for Gracefield. So Gracefield gets her recognition as well with the temple, and Will is going to basically now work on becoming the lord of the domain of Beast Woods with Menel's help. And that's how the season ends.
And
We have gotten the confirmation of season 2. So
yep, we wait for season 2.
Yep,
that's pretty much it for fall.
Yep.
Just call me whenever we come back. That's it. But we are done outside of that. Alrighty, we're gonna do one of our countdowns. That is the top 5 worst or something you're disappointed in.
Top 5 disappointment. You want me to start?
Before we start,
right.
There is one series I have to mention, but since it wasn't considered an anime, despite being on Crunchyroll, I couldn't write it in. It almost did, but fuck High Guardian Spice. Jesus Christ. That would have been number 1.
I didn't even hear about that anime. I don't even know what that is.
It's an American animated LGBT show that's on Crunchyroll that's been been in production for 2 years. It was going to be released in 2019, but production issues. Let's push it back for 2 years. You want to know what they changed in those 2 years? You want to know, Ethan?
Fuck all.
Fucking nothing.
The
audio is still shit. It's like a fucking amateur doing it. Animation needs fucking Ritalin. And it's just the representation of the LGBT community is just fucking awful. Even people from the community, especially the trans people, hated this. And some of them are like, and some that do like, oh, you hate it because of this. You're a big like, no.
Yeah.
Hold the short bus. Time the fuck out. No. It's like, I love Given. I love Yuri on Ice. Adachi Shimura. Bloom into you. I like stuff that's those, like, I get you want representation. I don't mind that. But so it should be, we're at the point now, should we deserve something good?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of just giving us Elmer's glue and thanking us for the ice cream. No.
Okay, that was a cornyism. Good cornyism.
Well, but it's true.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, we're gonna see what happens with Sasaki and Mia something. Fuck, I forget his name.
Miyamoya?
That's not Miyamura.
Damn it, I got look.
Miyamura is from fucking Horimiya.
Where the
Miyano. Sasaki Tomiyano.
Yes, I heard the manga is good, so
yes, I've heard that too. This is gonna be, and like I said before, this is my first adventure into. But I mean, I seen Adachi and Shimamura. That was my first action into just the overall gay anime. It's Yuri, which is lesbian anime. So this is my first time going into a yaoi. I always said I would probably watch Given as my first, and that didn't work out. You know what's funny? I meant to tell you this, Matt. I was looking for a movie to watch. Unrelated to that. Before I mentioned the story, I saw Spirited Away for the very first time this week.
All right, very good.
I loved it. It was fucking weird. Great. It was so weird, but it was so awesome. It was so good. I gave it a 4 out of 5. It was fantastic. I loved it.
I'll give it a 5.
I gave it a 4 out of 5.
I'm fucking jealous of it. Like, how dare you be this good? Fuck you.
Basically. So, but anyway, that's not the point of my story. The point of my story is I was looking for a movie, and I was like, we could watch. And I almost watched the one gay movie that you watched on Funimation. I forget what it was now.
Oh, Stranger by the Shore.
Yeah, I almost watched that, but I told my nephew, I was like, this is a gay movie. And he's like, yeah, he's a 16-year-old kid. I was like, all right.
Like, you should have told me it's 45 minutes. Calm down.
Yeah. I'm like, all right, whatever. It would have been better than the movie we did end up fucking choosing, which is Fireworks. That movie was fucking atrocious. I gave it a 3 just because the music was good.
But okay, let me get back to this.
Sorry.
This is
sorry.
And there is trans representation. Great, love it. But it's not like a complicated thing. It's just magic. No, that's what they do here. It's like magic. And I was like, have you heard of transition magic? It's
like I have a dick and now I don't.
No, it's just like, going through like actual problems that a transgender person goes through. All this, like the body dysmorphia and all that. It's just, here's a spell. You can turn yourself into this. No, that's why I guess like.
So this is your number 5 complaint, or this is an honorable mention complaint?
No. This whole show would have been number 1 if it was considered a legit anime, despite being on Crunchyroll.
That's so weird.
And it's like, but it's made in America. It was written by a diverse group of 3 white women.
Are any of them part of the community?
Yes, they all are.
They all are?
Yes, they all are. And again, they basically took Ruby, the first season of Ruby, and like, let's half-ass it. And let's give it the whole Rebecca Sugar drama, making it gayer. You know what? Watch Steven Universe. That's it. Just watch that. It's much better representation, better everything. Fuck this. Shit. And it's 15 minutes. Like, not even. They do more than this 25-minute show. Yeah, again, this would have been number 1. So I had to find a new number 5. All right, you can go. I'm done.
Do you want me to go all 5 or you want to alternate?
We're going to alternate with these.
We're going to alternate. So my number 5 disappointment, I don't have an honorable mention because it was hard for me to come up with disappointments. Truly, there were only 2 disappointments for me this year because I'm easy to please when it comes down to it.
Yes,
maybe 3 off the top of my head. I had to come up with 2. The first one was the end of Talked. I was disappointed.
You went by just moment for that one. Okay.
Yeah, I don't have animes. There's only 2 official animes that I was disappointed in.
Okay.
The next,
right, I'll give you that then.
5, 4, and 3 for me are the ends of animes.
Okay, I will take that.
Yeah, so number 5 for me is the end of Talked. This beautifully hyped show. The story up until Lenny dying was great. I felt people said it was mediocre or shitty. I disagree. I was enjoying the story. I felt that it was pretty decent, and then it just was inexplicably over. Like it was just felt kind of rushed. It was just, why did certain things happen in the main event of the season, and it's over. Like, huh? Nani? So that was my thought.
All right. Number 5 for me. Let me pull up the list. Duran, Princess of the Snow.
I didn't mind Duran. You know, I completely forgot about Duran.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's very forgettable, and it's just It looked nice. It looked nice, but other than that, the story was just bland. I got tired of that transformation after the 3rd episode.
Did that even come up on my list? I don't even know if that came up on my list when I searched shit. Huh?
Yeah, see, it's just very forgettable.
What the fuck?
Yeah, but yeah, is this one of those?
Because that's considered an ONA. That's why. Oh shit! I didn't even think about that. I just went off TV shows.
It was also it's a regular. I'm seeing it on here as a regular. It's an original.
What's it called? Has it as an ONA? Oh shit! I could have added a couple things here. Yeah, they have it as an ONA. Let me fucking 2021. Yeah, they have it as an ONA.
It's weird.
Oh, it's 2020.
Yeah, because I'm seeing it right now. It's up as a regular series.
Yeah, Koikimo was an ONA. Yasuke ONA, Joran ONA, Ganabre and Tawawa are ONAs, and House Husband was ONAs.
Well, I know House Husband.
I didn't realize that. I thought it was a regular show. Because I would put House Husband in my top 30 and I didn't. Oh, I got to redo my top 30 to include it.
Yeah,
I gave it an award or 2.
Yeah, it's in mine somewhere. Like if it's a show that counts, might be the ONA. Yeah.
Oh well, fuck. Well, let me rearrange it while you talk. Sorry.
All right, go ahead. Yeah, you rearrange that shit.
Keep going.
No, that was it for me. It was forgettable.
Yeah, I did legitimately forget about.
Yeah, it's a forgettable anime.
Didn't even click for me.
Yeah, again, it just looked nice for a little bit, and that was it.
Yeah.
All right, number 4 for you.
Number 4 for me was The End of Detective Is Already Dead. Another anime that was like, why? Random. Fucking random. Fucking the last couple episodes of the show. Not even the finale, but the last couple episodes were just like, what the fuck is happening? Like, what are we like, huh? It started again, another show that started off so damn promising and then waned as it kept going. And then by the end, it was like, The season finale wasn't the worst season finale I've ever seen, but just in general, it was just why? Like, what the fuck, man?
It is just a way.
It is literally just a why.
Funny enough, that was number 4.
Oh, how about that?
Yeah, it's just a show in general. Like, aside from Siesta and the guy, I didn't give a shit about anyone here.
Yeah.
And like no one really had a full chance to flesh out, and by the time you do, you don't care. And it's just like you need more than just 2 characters to make a show. And again, she's already dead. There was just so much hype for this, and it's just a letdown after.
Yeah, I concur.
I fucking called it for half of it.
Yeah, you did, bro.
With Nagisa being Siesta and then Hell at the same time.
Yeah, you did.
Fucking fuck. All right, I got nothing more to say about it. Your turn.
So we're going number 3.
Number 3.
The End of Wonder Egg. And you know what fucking drives me nuts is, spoiler alert, Wonder Egg made it into my top 10. It made it into my top 10 and made it onto my top 3 disappointments. Because if you take the season of Wonder Egg, episodes 1 through 12, it was goddamn glorious. I felt so much, and I'll go into it later. But you took the 12 episodes of it, and the shit was tits. It was great. And then you take the special finale that was an hour long, And man, did it shit the bed, man. It really, really, really missed its mark. It really missed its mark, man. Like something that should have been a 6 out of 5 anime, an 11 out of 10 for everything that it did to help with women and their issues through adolescence and all the things that it talked about. A fine example of, if you want to see representation in an anime, fine example of representation of trans and homosexual women. Like, great. Momo, great. And then you shit the bed at the end. And that's basically probably going to be it. And on top of it, you fucking shit on another series to make this series, and you still shit the bed at the end.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's how I feel. All right, my turn.
Yeah, number 3.
All right, Nighthead 2041. Yeah, you see me complain about it. That's I complain about it a bunch. Like, there's a lot of good stuff. I like some of these characters, but the story was just shit. And the rest of the side characters I didn't give a fuck about. So a bunch of that, the animation didn't fully fit this, the CGI-ish. Like it did and didn't. It just felt so fucking sloppy.
Yeah.
And I hope I don't get it. We better not get a suit. I want nothing to do with this one ever again. There's not much more to say outside the stuff I have talked about in these reviews. We're doing it. Your turn.
My number 2, Back Arrow.
All right.
Back Arrow was one of the biggest disappointments for me. Like, it was in terms of the animation was wonderful. That was it. Story was all over the place. It didn't make any sense. Was kind of stupid, kind of childish for stuff that I like. It didn't feel coherent really at all. Like, and there were some battles, like toward the end of the season, there were a couple battles that were like, oh, that's a pretty good mech battle. But just in general, like, it was a huge letdown. Like, there was so many different, and it drug. It was a 24 episode season, split over 2 cores, and that shit drug. And I almost dropped it, and I never ever drop anime. I never drop anime. I think the only one I've ever dropped was Tokyo Ghoul, because I was tired of hearing Keki puke. That was the only one I've dropped, and I dropped Live Live because it just wasn't my vibe. And it wasn't a bad show. It just wasn't my vibe, so I dropped that. I don't really drop anything else. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if I say I dropped Attack on Titan, I'm gonna go back because of how popular it is. I will go back sometime in my lifetime and watch. I will.
Right.
But I almost dropped Back Arrow, but I stuck with it because I'm not a bitch. I wanted to get through it. And I had hoped that it would get better because the animation was great. The song was the opening song of the first core was sung by Lisa. Like, that was super fucking popular. If you have Lisa singing your song, oh man, there's some potential. And man, that show shit the bed. I gave it a 2 out of 5.
All right, number 2 for me, the Wonder Egg special, the finale.
So I had it at 3. You had it at 2.
Yeah, first of all, the first half was a recap. Then you find out Nero was a fucking robot.
Yeah.
Just because it says, like, everything just felt so unfinished.
Yeah, it did.
Like, leaving her friends. Like, I would have literally, if you would have made an episode and another thing, they had a recap episode in the middle of what's it called? The original of the actual series.
Yeah, they had a recap episode, which is totally unnecessary. If they should have shut down production for a week or 2, killed the recap episode, given us an episode 12 that was the contents, the events of the second half of the special, and then given us a 13th episode and made that complete, and it wouldn't have been nearly as bad. It would have probably saved the day if you would have given us a 13th episode with more divinity.
But the problem is they did. Again, we got more questions unanswered, and the fact that we're not getting a second season, even though they ended it like it was going to, they're not going to.
Probably not.
They're not fucking going to.
Probably not.
That's just it.
Yeah.
And it's a real shame. And we'll get to the actual show here.
Yes.
But the special is a giant slap.
It was. You had, like, honestly, up until I saw Fruits Baskets and Horimiya, I would have probably put Wonder Egg in my number 1 at that point. It was early in the season, but it made such a great impact. And
that's the thing. Originally,
such a letdown.
Originally, I was going to.
Yeah.
But the fact that the last few episodes after the recap started to downgrade, they don't know whether they want to be fantasy or sci-fi.
Yeah.
It's like all over the place. Like, which one are you? Like, why is this that all of a sudden? Why is Multiverse Theory a thing all of a sudden?
Yeah.
Like, why? And then it shit the bed.
Yeah, it did.
And it felt rushed.
It's shown enough to.
If this, I would have just waited a year. Like, if it just took their sweet ass time of it, this would have been probably one of the best in a while.
Yeah, it would have been memorable for a lot.
And
it is memorable for a lot of reasons, but it could have been so much more memorable.
Yeah, like we were so close.
So much.
But here we are.
Yeah.
All right, number 1 for you.
I think it's the same for both of us, I'd imagine.
All right, go on.
I mentioned for my number 3 that Wonder Egg shit all over a show to make their show fantastic. And in the end, they still shit the bed. The show they shit on was one of the best shows that they ever made. The Promised Neverland.
Yep, that is both our number 1.
Season 2 of Promised Neverland is the absolute worst thing I have ever watched. And I've only been watching anime consistently for about 4 years now. I started in January of 2018 is when I started like watching for real. And I saw Dragon Ball Z, I saw Sailor Moon, I saw Speed Racer as a kid. So I had seen animes, but in all my time consistently watching anime, the second season of Promised Neverland is by far the most atrocious, insulting, vomit-inducing, anger like creating show that I've ever witnessed. You took a show because I had binged. I literally, before the second season, I had binged the first season. I finished it with about 3 weeks to go before the season started. And I was like, oh my God, this is fantastic. I think I did give it a 5 out of 5. I gave the season a 5 out of 5.
I binged it and then I read it. I read the whole thing before season 2.
And when you read it, you liked it.
I loved it.
Yeah.
It was fantastic. And we don't get all those.
You got nothing. The first 3 episodes weren't bad. I'll give it that.
Yeah, and then you find out episode 4, the creator wanted to go a different direction, and he thought it's gonna be great.
And apparently, he skipped the best chapter, which I hadn't read the manga.
He skipped some of the best arcs. He skipped a very important character.
Yeah,
and a lot of development for the current characters we had.
Yeah. So it felt wholly rushed without me even knowing the manga. I felt that it was rushed. It was rushed. It was badly paced. It didn't make a lot of sense in certain parts. Shit felt kind of obvious.
And the end, it was just
And the ending, they went through another 100 chapters in a single episode.
They rushed the whole Norman thing. They rushed.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And the moments themselves were great. Norman coming back was great. Mother helping the kids in the end was great. But how we got to that was the fucking drizzling shits. It was atrocious. It pissed me off to no end. I tell people now, don't even bother watching Promised Neverland, because to go from such a fantastic
just watch season 1 and just end it.
I'm not one of those people that says, like, you know, if there's a second season to something, if there's a conclusion to something, you need to watch it. But the conclusion of this is so bad, don't even bother watching something to get your hopes up to love it, only to know that fucking season, that conclusion of that season, is the worst thing possibly aired on any sort of media, digital media, in the last, I don't know how many years. I can't think of anything in real life outside of anime that I felt this way about. I can't. And I don't, I watch a lot of sports. I watch a lot of wrestling. So I would say that, regular media isn't necessarily my thing. I'm not watching all the CW shows. Like I watch all the big stuff, like on Disney Plus and shit like that. Some things on Netflix, but
yeah,
I can't think of anything that I've ever watched that made me feel this angry as a fan. Like I felt like what's it called? Cloverworks sodomized my animation intelligence.
Yeah, Cloverworks is definitely, they were probably my least favorite production.
Bro, they kicked me in the dick with a fucking super steel fucking boot. That's how bad that was.
Fuck you, Cloverworks. That's all we gotta say.
Fuck.
You fucked Neverland and you fucked Wonder Egg.
Fuck.
And you rushed a little bit of Horimiya, so fuck you. Oh!
I didn't mind Horimiya.
I love Horimiya, but again, the fact that I felt that this left some stuff out just to get it to, like, well, I want to see more of the other.
They should have paced it. Like we said, they should have paced it. You had 3 A-tier shows. You had Wonder Egg, you had Horimiya, you had Promised Neverland. They should have focused primarily on Promised Neverland one season, Horror Me another season, and then really focused on Wonder Egg. And you could have had 3 A-level shows, S-level shows at that.
Yeah.
And you ended up with an A-level show,
C.
No, I think both are A's.
I mean, like overall,
Wonder Egg is an A. Overall, Horror Me is an A. And you ended up with an F, super F, gargantuan F of a show that brings your whole fucking rating down to like a D. I think that's how bad that fucking F is.
What the fuck?
Shit.
All right, that's our top 5 worst and disappointments. All righty. All right. I guess it's my turn to start. This one we're doing the movies. We are aware some of them came out like 2020, something like that. Majority of them
came out in 2020, but yes, in America they came out in 2021. So we counted them.
But like more released worldwide are the ones that we are going with. They like actually accessible without going to a pirate site.
Actually, that released in America.
Yeah, that too. And actually looked at some of the movie at the Anime Awards that with the movie category to see if these actually counted.
Yes.
So the fact that I did see them on there, they counted.
Yes.
Number 5, Given the movie. Came out near the beginning of the year. It's an hour long. Takes place after Haruki and a bunch of others are like they're losing their little passion for music and eventually gets them to where they are. We get more of Murata, Kaji's kinda former lover, but someone he admires music-wise. That actually made him feel for music. Like, playing the violin made him cry type of thing.
And he felt something else too that probably made him cry.
Oh yeah, that.
Hey, yo.
All right, stop it. Again, hour long. I love the music. The songs in it were fantastic. It showed the emotion of some of these characters really liked, and I cannot wait for the OVA whenever we eventually get it. If you've seen Given, then definitely check out the movie. It's on Crunchyroll, and again, it's an hour of your time.
You can think of things to do in an hour. What'd you give it?
This, I give it 4 out of 5.
Fair enough. My number 5. My number 5 is My Hero. If I would have seen Given, I probably would have ranked it, but I didn't see many movies that were 2021-esque. I saw plenty of movies this year, but not many of them were 2021. So I did come up with 5, though. So my number 5 is the My Hero World Hero Mission movie. A very solid movie that follows Deku and all the heroes from Japan, as well as several other heroes from other different countries, basically converging in Europe to perform a super duper uber mission. If I'm not mistaken, I believe, even though it's not canon, it does take place chronologically after season 6, which we're getting now. They mentioned that it's still part of the work study. Hawks is on the good guy's side. He's not doing anything nefarious in the background or anything of the sort. So we'd imagine that his internship with the League of Villains, or what is it now? The extraterrestrial fucking liberation army or whatever it's called. That's over. So chronologically it happens after season 6. But in any case, super solid movie. I enjoy it. A lot of people don't like the My Hero movies for various reasons. Again, I'm easy to please. I enjoy them very much. I gave it a 4 out of 5. All
right, very good. All right, number 4 for me, Demon Slayer, Mugen Train. I would say this animation is fucking beautiful as always. And yeah, we didn't review the show outside of the first episode because that was a prequel. But everything else involved with it is great. We got enough development for Rengoku for us to give a shit about him at the very end. So it's just. You can't deny that. The music in the background, the fights, Tanjiro's like subconscious, like with seeing his family alive and all that. Like they're like, hey, here's his soul. You want to go there? We'll take you there. And it got to the point his soul was so pure the guy didn't want to fucking kill it. It would take away his breathing. And it's just, and that final fight with Akio and Rengoku. I love that fight.
It is.
And again, animation is fantastic.
That could have been fight of the year.
That was close.
It was close.
I would have picked that if it wasn't for the one I picked.
I didn't think about it, but yeah.
Okay, everybody is just so good about it, and I'm happy with it. I'm glad I watched it in the theaters. This is a 4. All right, what's your 4?
Spoiler alert: 4 through 1 are all 5 out of 5s for me because I'm easy to please and I enjoy them all. Number 4 for me is Words Bubble Up Like Soda Pop. Did you see this movie, Matt?
Yeah, we watched it.
Did we?
I gave it a 3.
Really? You didn't like it that much?
It was just okay.
I liked it very much. It touched me.
I like some of it, but like I think overall it was just
it touched me. Stuff involving old people to like that to that extent, it always touches me more. Like I remember just bawling my eyes out to Coco because it reminded me of my grandmother. And to a certain extent, the old man reminded me a little bit of my grandfather. You know, I miss my grandfather. So it touched me. And then the love story that it had, I don't even remember the character's name. So, that's kind of a bad sign. If
One's
you give
Cherry
5 out of 5.
and...
Yeah.
Hold on. I'll look.
Anyway, I enjoyed it very much.
Yeah, Cherry and Smile.
Cherry and Smile. Unique names for sure. It was available on Netflix. It's still available on Netflix if you want to check it out. And it's just a fun love. It's just a fun love show with a great side story to boot involving an old man who's sad that he's missing his lover and wants a piece that makes him remind him of her. Right. It was great. It was touching. I enjoyed it very much. Like I said, 5 out of 5.
All right, number 3, Evangelion 3.0 plus 1.0 Thrice Upon a Time.
Christ, what a
this actually came out in 2021.
Yeah.
And this is technically the actual conclusion to Evangelion because the timing, like everything was fucking weird as shit. Mm-hmm. So these movies were basically a retelling of it, and we got a more satisfying conclusion and more depth of these characters. Outside of that, it's like a different timeline. But again, this was the real thing that we got. Makinami as an original character. I fucking love her. She was like one of my favorites of the whole thing. Nice mech fights. Again, and we got a legit conclusion. Better ending for it. It's always nice to see the original cast, dub cast for this, not the Netflix shit.
Right.
So that pissed me off. That Netflix has.
Ew, you watch this in dub?
The dub voice for Shinji is iconic. That's why.
Ugh.
Shinji, Asuka, Rei, like their voices fit this perfectly. Again, this is when old school animes had better dub than what we have now. So that's why.
Only anime I ever watched dubbed is fucking Dragon Ball Z. Not even Super. Just
again, they worked for the older stuff, not the ones.
Yeah.
And this fit that. So I got the nostalgia feel of hearing those voices to all the three of these movies.
Yeah.
So it works for that. I love it. 4.5 for sure. All right. You're number 3.
My number 3, Josie, the Tiger and the Fish.
Wow. Okay.
Yes, that was my number 3. Again, another movie I absolutely adored. I enjoyed the movie. I would have never thought I would enjoy a movie that has a crippled woman nearly to the extent that I did. It was wonderfully told, wonderfully laid out. Many twists and turns. A lot of wonderful moments. One of the moments with Josie talking and getting over her fear of public speaking with the children, telling them the story and telling it also in front of what's his name? I forget his name now.
Which one?
The main guy.
Suzukawa.
Yeah. So and just the way he fell for her. I'm glad he fell for her and not that fucking superficial bitch that liked him.
Right.
Yeah, as a whole, like I felt so much happiness watching that movie. I felt so satisfied leaving the movie theater when I did watch it. Beautiful love story to boot. 5 out of 5.
All right, number 2 for me, Josie, Tiger and the Fish. That I love this. So I am very happy with what we got. I hated Josie at the beginning because of how she was, but again, she was sheltered, forced to not do anything to stay inside. I don't blame her. And now she got that connection with Suzukawa, like it started coming off. We got that emotional moment of that accident. Like his dream of scuba was ruining. Fuck that other girl, the one. Yeah,
that was the girl I told you about. I'm glad he didn't get with that superficial bitch.
Yeah, I was so glad for not for that. And Hayato was a good friend.
Yes, he was. He was the homie.
Right, he's definitely the homie. Kana's great too. I think that was a librarian, Kana.
Yeah, I think yeah.
The grandmother was okay, and then you find out she died.
Yeah, man, I didn't really feel that bad.
Or she skipped that.
No, she died, but
I don't know. I was like,
she faked her death.
Yeah,
she faked her death.
Fuck you.
You want to go out on your own in this cruel world?
You're breaking my heart.
You're breaking my heart.
She died. Guilt tripper all the way out.
Oh man,
That's how you do it.
yeah.
But yeah, I enjoy this a lot, and it was very satisfying seeing Suzukawa actually recovering after being told he really couldn't. He really can't scuba dive. You can't really. It's gonna be either difficult or you're not going to be able to.
It really is the power of the word can't, because that spurns you to really, go home and go at it to prove.
But that's the thing. But he believed it until Josie did her story with the Little Mermaid, her own variation.
Yeah.
But yeah, beautiful all around. Number 2 for you.
Yeah, I cried too. All the majority of these, I didn't cry for My Hero, but I did cry for a little bit, tiny bit at the end for words. Definitely cried in Josie. Definitely cried for my number 2, Mugen Train. Mugen Train is my number 2.
It was a little higher for you. Okay.
A little higher for me, yeah. I think our number 1 is unanimous again. Yeah, Mugen Train is fantastic. The anticipation really is why it's so high. It was so highly anticipated in America. Everybody that we knew, or a lot of people we knew, couldn't wait. They decided to watch it on a legal stream, and they got their thrills. But watching it after all that anticipation of avoiding spoilers, because I managed to avoid a majority of the spoilers that happened. So I went in completely fresh after all that time. The anticipation, the action, the delivery, the emotion from seeing the kids that were sick to seeing Akaza and what's it called? And Rengoku.
Yeah.
Seeing,
come on, you can do it.
Yeah, seeing freaking what's it called? Tanjiro and Inosuke were together. Inosuke wasn't just some fucking funny character, like he was super pivotal in that fight with Enmu. Everything. And like I said, the last 30 minutes, I gangster cried. That last 30 minutes straight with Akaza and fucking Rengoku, I just gangster cried. I didn't wail. I wasn't crying. Just tear came down from my face while I stood there in awe and happiness. Like, yeah, no, like the ups and downs that show put you through was incredible. That movie put you through was incredible. And it's hard to replicate the ups and downs from an perspective. Unless they come up with something better, will probably be one of my best action animes movies that I've seen, especially in the theater. Maybe the Broly movie is close, but I think Mugen Train's better. So 5 out of 5.
All right, very good. Number 1, Violet Evergarden.
Yes, mine too.
I actually watched this yesterday.
Did you really just watch this yesterday?
Yeah, because again, I didn't want to watch with my partner in the house.
Why?
Because I want to show them the series.
Oh, they haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Oh man, did you bawl? Like I bawled so hard.
I got tear in the beginning because they talked about the recap of Anne and all that. So so there's heroes letters against. Oh, come on! But I think the time it really got me was seeing the kid.
Yeah. And
then the actual love letter to the major.
I cried at the beginning, and I was inconsolable in the theater at that moment with the kid dying. I was alone in the theater, and I didn't want to. And there was people, I heard a couple people laughing in front of me. I was like, "You pieces of shit!" But
fuck you.
I was completely. I had like my hand, like the way you see it right now, like covering my face, so the person next to me couldn't see me, and I'm just boo-hoo, bawling, crying when that kid died. I am incredibly inconsolable. I hadn't cried that hard since Clanad. Had not. It hit me so hard. I loved it. And then to boot, everything that happened with with Violet and the Major at the end, even though the Major was kind of a dick.
There was a heartbreaking moment when he said, "You don't need me anymore, so let's not meet." When he said that to her,
yeah, that felt.
I was like, "Ow."
I felt
fuck you.
Yeah, that was rough. That was like, bro, after all
like
this
she
time.
waited like years now. It's like years at this point.
Yeah, she was 18, I think, at the time, right? I think she was 18 now.
She quit when she was 18, but I think around there, yeah.
Yeah, she was around 18 when she met up with
him.
Yeah,
because she was 14 when she started.
Yeah. So
but it's like, fuck you guys.
That's super awkward. Like when you think about it, like it kind of like, I mean, the Major's like what, in his 40s, probably 30s.
He was a little older.
Like he's 30s.
I gotta say, I think he's in his 20s,
late 20s, early 30s.
Yeah, because
he falls in love with a girl who's known since he was 14. Like, it's a little awkward. But even though that I say that, their love story.
To be fair, the princess got married when she was like 13, while the guy was like 20.
But in any case, I loved it, and even that love story at the end when they reunite and under the moonlight. It was incredible. I cried during that.
Can we talk about how gorgeous the animation was during that?
Fantastic. absolutely
like with
fantastic.
the moonlight on the water.
It was incredibly beautiful. It was so well done. To me, it was, until I saw Fruits Baskets, the best ending to a series I had ever seen. And
No,
definitely,
this is still my favorite conclusion compared to first, but I can see why. But this one. I have a deeper connection to this than you do. So
yeah, perhaps, but I still had a good deep connection with Violet. I've been there since the beginning with Violet. I loved it. 5.5 out of 5. It's so good. If you want,
all right, Uncle Dave.
Yeah, I'm going Uncle Dave on this bitch.
It's still a 5 out of 5. It's fantastic. You can watch it. You can watch it on Netflix.
It's worth all of it, including the movie. The movie that we're talking about, it is on Netflix.
Yeah.
Now, and it's worth it. It is worth all your time. It is 12 episodes, 2 ovas and 2 movies. Worth every single
it's one
bit.
special and 2 movies.
I thought it was 2 specials.
No. So the opera singer was the one special.
Oh, I thought it was 2 specials. All right, so it's 1 movie.
Yeah.
So one special. So 12 episodes, one special. It's a long special. It's like 40 minutes, I think. Right.
Yeah.
And then the 2 movies, and it's worth all your time. They're 5 out of 5. Everything is 5 out of 5.
Yeah, even if once it gets a Blu-ray announcement, I'm gonna buy it. So
yeah, it's fucking great. I can't stress enough how important Violet Evergarden was for me and how emotional that was. It was such an emotional fucking roller coaster. I cried like no tomorrow, and if I cry no tomorrow during your show,
it does that to you.
It does. If you can't feel sorry for a little kid, if you don't feel anything in your heart for a little kid dying of, I think it was cancer, right?
I think so, but it was like he was like pushing people away.
The story of that kid was, oh my god, man, like that hurts so fucking bad to see his mom, and oh my god, it was. I
probably could have done without Anne's granddaughter type of thing. I probably could have done without that, but it was still fine for what it was.
It was a sub story, and
I feel like it wasn't 100% needed, but I get why they did it, because this is completely different from the light novel of everything that happened. So
is it?
Yeah, none of that happened.
Oh.
Yeah, Hodges knew the Major was alive.
Wow.
Yeah, Major told him not to tell her.
Wow.
And if she died, kill me. Like he would die if she died.
Oh,
so people knew that he was alive in the actual light novel.
That's fucking whack. I hate.
Yeah, it is. It is fucking whack. And he talks about to Violet they reunite not in that way.
Yeah,
like he was still like in war. Like it was still like a battle going on somewhere.
Oh.
And he sees her there, and he talks about like, I'm glad you know I love you, but I can't be with you until you feel it. So she hasn't felt that yet during that. But in the latest volume, she actually does. They actually do get married. But yeah, again, very, very different. But I love it. But it works for this. Alrighty. Part 1 will be over after these awards. We're going to give out cakes again.
Yay!
After last week's cakes and this week's, you're going to get a diabetic fucking coma.
Get the puke bucket ready.
Tadaima.
So anyway,
all right, we're gonna give out some cakes. We got some new categories just for the year. We got rid of some because we did our disappointment and our movie. So all right, pick a country. What are we doing?
Liechtenstein.
All right.
I'm gonna come up with the most fucking off-way countries.
None.
There's no cake.
They don't get cake.
What the fuck? Mongolia.
Right. Mongolia.
Shout out to the great Okan Mongolian chops.
There is one. Uibov. Uibov.
Uibov. What does that cake consist of?
It's a cake made with sheep fat.
So
all right, we'll give that one the OVA.
All right.
Best OVA, because we do these for the annual, not seasonal.
Indeed.
Kaguya-sama.
Same.
Yeah.
How could it not?
We fucking hilarious.
It was the most hilarious thing I've ever seen from that series. Bar none. Yeah. Fucking none.
So we love it for that regard.
It was a 5 out of 5 over.
Yeah, everyone played their part. It was a little more etchier compared to the actual thing.
Refreshingly etchy.
Yep, and fucking Ishigami saved Shueisha, rightfully so.
It was so fucking good.
Yeah,
I wish it would. I wish the whole season would be like that. That would be fucking amazing.
Yeah, we probably would have gave it to Tonikawa, but
I forgot about the Tonikawa.
Yeah, it was that or the Tomazaki-kun.
Nah, it would have been
Yeah, they were good, but they weren't
Kaguya-sama. No, Kaguya-sama blew it out the water. But how?
Yeah, they blew everything out the water.
It was so goddamn funny.
You can find this on YouTube somewhere.
It's on. Yeah, it is on YouTube. I think we did watch.
Yeah, that was where I sent it to you on YouTube.
Yeah, that's right. And I normally don't like watching shit like that on YouTube, but
we had to. I made you. I was like, all right, look, you gotta fucking watch this.
And I'm so glad I did.
All right. Which one? We got the date square from Canada.
Square? Yes. A date square. Okay.
Matrimonial cake layered with minced dates and oat crumble.
Matrimonial cake. We should save that unless you want to do like best couple, like off rip.
Okay. Let's save it.
Yeah, save that one for best couple. We'll do that one toward the end. Let's do Panama for ecchi.
Panama.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna give you the most fucking off the wall, fucking like unexpected like countries.
No Panama.
Samoa.
No. No.
What the fuck?
What the fuck? All right.
Fiji. Is that
Fiji?
The
island of Fiji?
Is that a that's not a country? That's not
fucking no.
Oh my god.
All right. The Basbousa from Egypt.
That should be the JoJo award. Anytime I think of Egypt, that's JoJo.
All right, which one do you want to give this one to?
Supernatural.
All right, we'll give it to the Supernatural. Vanitas for me.
Wonder Egg for me.
All right, yeah. These we talked about Vanitas plenty, and it's just great. And I love everything about it. And we get season 2 in a couple of weeks. Can't wait.
We've talked about Wonder Egg, and I'm going to talk about it later on when we get into the top. I'm sure. So
yes. Bouche de Noël, the Yule log from France.
French? What? Really? What is that?
It's the Yule log cake, as traditional Christmas cake to resemble a log.
Christmas cake. All right.
Yeah, but the good kind of Christmas cake, even though it has mushrooms and stuff on it. Yeah. Egg. All right, ecchi. The Yule log will get ecchi.
It was tough to come up with an ecchi. I chose Duke.
I don't think I had that fully.
I mean, what's her face was
there was fan service.
That's why I took fan service in it, because
there
was no ecchi that we watched that would have made the top 30. It was that or Meiruko-chan with the fan service. I chose the fan service. Then it was more fan service. It was more overall fan service with Duke. But Meiruko's was more considerable.
We had Meiruko, we had Hidden Dungeon Only I Can Enter, How to Not Summon Demon Lord.
I mean, I saw Dungeon. I'm not putting Ganabre anywhere near that.
Yeah, no, or Tawawa.
No.
And Mushoku Tensei.
I gave a lot of Mushoku Tensei as we get into
well, this one I gave to ecchi. I gave Mushoku to ecchi.
All right.
It actually fit everything. Like Roxy masturbated while Rudy's parents were having sex, or the actual sex of Rudy and Eris, or when Rudy pinned Eris down on her bed,
or the elf girl
taking off his clothes,
or the elf girl getting gangbanged.
Yeah, that, or even that. But yeah, it was
Rudy going to a what's it called, a boat bathroom to jerk off.
Yes, while seeing Eris's pantsu.
Yes.
Pantsu. Fuck you, brother. You're a pervert. I hate you. All right, all right, pick a place. An actual place.
Greenland.
No one fucking leaves in Greenland. No one fucking lives there.
Ice cake.
Ice cake. Shut the fuck up. I actually looked up Iceland as soon as you said that.
There we go.
And there is one for Iceland.
Iceland. All right.
Vinar Terta. Multi-layered cake made from dough and plum jam. Which one we're gonna give this one? Duo.
All
right, duo. What's your duo?
The girls from Wonder Egg.
Okay, now that works.
Impossible.
You could probably do I and Ruka mostly.
Yeah,
they were more together. Yeah,
I and Ruka.
Vanitas and No.
Okay.
I love that dynamic. There was either serious or hilarious.
Yeah.
And just their scenes together are always something like they're mostly memorable. So it's just hard to not ignore them.
Yeah.
I love that. I love their dynamic. So definitely duo for me. That's 2 for Vanitas.
All
right. I will pick Egypt. Fig cake.
You already picked Egypt.
I did. Okay. All right. Let's go to Germany. Raisin cake.
I'm glad you didn't say Nazi cake.
They don't have it. God damn it. All right. We'll give this one fight.
I think we have the same one.
I don't think so. You first.
The League of Villains versus the Liberation Army.
I thought about it. I thought about that.
That's mine.
Well, are you going to talk about it?
I mean, dude, like that. The build up to that fight was incredible. The delivery of that fight was incredible. Shigaraki versus Redestro was fucking incredible. And seeing the villains grow in the same way that we've seen for the past 4.5 seasons. The heroes grow. It was the villains' turns to grow. Fantastic. This sets up also season 6 as it's coming out soon. And the fight between these new and improved villains, the new and improved Liberation Army that's together, and the heroes. Oh man, it set the stage for some good shit that's coming up in the season 6. Again, the other thing about that fight is the preamble to that, when we learned about Shigaraki's life, how dark and twisted that man's life was. A-level shit. A-level fucking animation and A-level storytelling from my hero from that shit. So all that led to a stupendous 2 or 3 episodes. There's like 3, was it 3 or 4 episodes, something like that, with
about 4 episodes,
about 4 episodes of that incredible fight. It's probably one of the best fights that they've done thus far in my hero. I would put it up there
since like All Might, All Fall, or Overhaul of Deku.
Yep. I would put it at 3, right behind those 2 in that order.
All right. Despite
I would put Overhaul and Deku at number 1. Then All Might.
That's fair. All right. Despite this anime coming out last year, this fight did happen this year. Todo and Yuji gets Hanami from Jujutsu Kaisen.
I didn't choose Jujutsu for anything.
This is the only thing I got. Because it's still a 2020 anime, but this fight did happen in 2021. So I'm counting just that fight, and it's so good about the bond of Yuji and Todo. Their dynamic of this him teaching these moves and the fucking Oogie Boogie. I love that technique.
Oogie Boogie.
Claps and they teleport. It's just fucking broken.
It is. It's pretty wild.
But yeah, that's the fight of it. The animation of it is fucking stellar.
Yeah.
Like, it's just hard to ignore that fight.
Yeah, I feel that.
I probably would have picked the My Hero Academia.
Yeah.
But no, I just could not ignore it in my good conscience.
It was a 2020 anime.
That's why I didn't either, but just the fact that fight happened.
Yeah.
All right. Beer Cake from Ireland. Let's make that one action. Best action. I picked Tokyo Revengers.
I chose 86.
That's fair. Let's say with all these gang fights from that Tokyo gave us, it's hard to deny their action.
I gave Tokyo, I think,
this is the only one I gave it to.
I thought I did. Okay.
Yeah, this was the only one I gave it to.
I gave it 86 just because I even though like the action was good in Revengers, I thought the action in 86 was more meaningful, more impactful.
Right. No, that's fair. But we talked about these plenty for sure.
Yeah.
All right, we're going back to the opera cake music.
For me, it was what's it called? Snow White Notes.
All right, yeah. Mine is always obvious. Vivi.
Yeah.
All right, I saw.
I figured.
It's fantastic in the music genre.
Yeah.
And I ain't picking Tact.
Yeah, I almost picked Tact, and I was like, no, fucking Snow White Notes.
I was like, you raved about that, and
I love the shamisen, especially the shamisen that they played. Right. Oh, it was fucking great. Like, I would love to have I wish there was I need to find out if there's a place in Florida, or you should find out if there's a place in New York that so they do shamisen. I would love to go. I would love to go to that. That would be.
I would look later and see what they got.
That'd be amazing.
But yeah, again, congrats to those for the music.
Yes,
great stuff. All right, the Fat Rascal.
Fat Rascal from
the UK.
You want to call it comedy?
Dried Fruit. What?
Comedy?
Yeah, we'll give that one to comedy.
I think it's pretty unanimous for both of us.
Let's see.
Uramichi.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say House Husband for a second.
No, Uramichi by him. I forgot about House Husband until an hour ago. I had to delete one of them. I had to remove Osamake out of my honorable mention to put fucking House Husband in my top 25.
But yeah, no, Uramichi is fucking great.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, all the characters are hilarious. Even that fucking director.
It's hilarious.
I wanted to punch.
Hey, you know what? For the next one, let's do surprise.
Okay.
Find a surprise cake.
Like a good surprise cake or a bad surprise cake? Let's give it the tea cake.
Tea cake. Uramichi. It was the surprise of the season. It was so fucking good. Neither Matt nor I anticipated it to be that funny, and we both took fucking those
It was
shots
below.
to heart.
Yeah, that was below our radar. I didn't pick this though.
Oh, what did you pick?
The Decline of Wonder Egg.
You went bad. You went bad. Surprise.
I went bad. I went. That's how. I was surprised at how much the quality declined. Like I was pissed off.
I know, but surprise is supposed to be good. Good surprise.
I mean, good and bad. What the fuck ever? It's a surprise.
All right, well, that's a different dynamic. We both went fucking with the
you went positive. I went negative.
How about those apples? For those who know either of us, I mean, God, that's not accurate at all. Fuck.
All right. Flan. Supported male.
This is gonna surprise you because this was one of the hardest things for me to pick.
This was hard for me too. So I was about to pick him.
I picked Otto because Otto is the best fucking guy friend you can fucking have in anime.
Yes, he is. He's 100%.
Otto is the fucking man. Otto is a step below Speedwagon in my humble opinion.
No, 100%. Yes, Speedwagon is always the best.
Speedwagon is psycho, but number 2 is Otto. Otto.
Fucking say that to Garfield for God's sakes.
For real. Fucking bitch ass Garfield.
I should have picked it. I was about to, but then I thought about Gugu.
Fucking Gugu.
I love Gugu. I'm sorry.
Fucking Gugu. Otto trumped him. Gugu's not a bad pick. I'm not gonna.
They're both great, but Gugu also had more screen time. But we also knew Otto from so many years. But
yes.
I want to give Gugu. I want to give them something. I was like, I want to give them something. I fucking love Gugu. They're both great. They're both great. You can't go wrong with these.
Yeah, for real. That was a great interaction.
Yes. Spice Cake, supporting female.
From Aquatope.
I was gonna say there's 2.
Who's the other Fuka?
The one I picked.
From where?
Bottom tier character. The one that generally likes Tomazaki.
Oh.
The novelist. I picked her.
Kawaii as fuck, but I didn't.
I liked her stuff with Tomazaki. I think that's what it all boiled down to.
This girl, Fuka from Aquatope, literally gave up her fucking career to babysit fucking what's it called? Kukuru at this point. In essence, babysit her. Like, come on. She was the Otto of females this year.
Yeah, but that's right. She was more of a main character than supported, but I get what you have her supporting wise.
Yeah.
How they could have been probably your favorite duo.
Fuka and Kukuru?
Maybe, I don't know.
I thought you were gonna say Otto and fucking what's his dick?
Subaru. Oh god, yes. No. Otto and Rab for how Rab abuses her mentally.
I'm so glad that ReZero was in this season.
Oh yeah. I'm so happy.
Spoiler alert, it's high up there, guys.
Yeah, we're just not telling you where.
We're not telling you where yet, but it's high up there. Let's do weird cake for sci-fi. Find a weird cake.
Spit cake.
Ugh, what the fuck? That's just gross.
A term for hollow cylindrical cakes prepared on a rotating spit in several European countries. It's an ancient Greece cake.
We'll do that for sci-fi.
All right. Vivi.
Dr. Stone.
You know, I almost forgot about Dr. Stone.
I did too, and it ranked relatively slightly above mid-tier.
I'll not tell you where it is for me, but yeah, I was like, oh shit.
I had to ask you. There are a couple of these that I did ask you. Those are the ones that
I asked you for like what categories was like, oh shit, let me look who actually had those. Like, okay, here you go.
Yeah.
But Vivi was a no-brainer for me for, again, the Android aspect, actual futuristic stuff that happened in it.
Sure.
I mean, it's not Akudama Drive, but this is still great.
Yeah, Akudama Drive I love it.
Yeah, that was fantastic. All right. Go to China. Crystal Cake. Let's give this to OP. I was close to picking that.
I picked one. I actually went back and I listened to some OP. I almost gave it to Moriarty. I almost gave it to
this is my favorite song though, for in terms of anime song. But in terms of both, I gave it to 2 Year Eternity. I love Pink. I love Pink Blood. I love the visuals for it.
That's fair.
But yeah, I definitely would have. I had Wonder Egg on my list for a while. So I was like,
every time I would hear the Wonder Egg song and I would just see the girls and like that powerful buildup. Yeah, it would make me emotional.
That's fair. That is definitely fair. Emotional. But yeah, great songs. All right.
Should have given Onikawa Ova because that shit banging hard. Should bang hard in the car.
Oh yeah. Okay. Let's go with.
We did OP. Might as well do ED. So find a cake.
Yeah. Try to find something to go with it. The Putu from Indonesia. Putu.
I chose Duke of Death.
All right. I picked Shadow's House.
That
was great. I love that one. It's stuck in my head right now. But no, great stuff from that. All right.
I almost chose the ending of Aquato, both cores.
Are you gonna put them both together
for ED?
I almost picked ReZero. Believe in You.
It was hard because we hardly heard
that. That was great.
I know it was great. The songs are great for ReZero, but you hardly hear them, so it's tough.
We mostly hear the ED than the OP. OP is like
that's true.
That was also banging. That was also
it was
fucking
good.
Slaps.
It was good. It was good. You don't hear it enough.
Yeah. All right, Lolly Cake, not LOLI. Damn it. All right, adaptation Mushoku Tensei. I'm also reading it.
Yeah.
So that's great. All right. Well, again, we're gonna get more in depth with those later. Flan for original.
I chose Tact because I didn't watch many originals.
Well, you also watch Aquatobi. You liked Aquatobi. Did you like Aquatobi better than Tact? All right, very good. Mine is Link Click. From China, Chinese animation. That's on Funimation. So yes, I watched this in Mandarin.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was great. I had no problem.
Okay, John Cena.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna be in Japanese dub. It's actually gonna be in Japanese dub this month.
Cool.
But yeah, I loved everything about it. I'll get more into it later. But this was it was gonna be Vivi, but this after a certain time, like shit, no.
Yeah.
This topped it.
Cool.
Good shit. Listen, I'll get more when I talk about it in the countdown. It's there somewhere. I'll tell y'all where.
Stay tuned.
All right. Mango cake.
Slice of life.
All right. What's your slice of life?
Fruits.
No, that's cool. That's cool.
Spoiler alert. Fruits is going to be on a lot of things for me, guys.
Is mine?
You should have known that by now.
Is mine God? No. Sorry. I have it. I have it. Yeah, I gave it to Fruits.
There we go.
There
we go.
Blue Period was a close second, though.
That's fair. That's fair. If I was gonna choose a second besides Fruits, I probably would have gone Horimiya.
Oh, that was like fourth. Aquatope was fifth. Fair. I mean, yeah, despite the okay second half, it was still great overall.
Yeah, it was okay.
So, yeah.
It made my own.
Yeah. All right. For Worky. No, we did that already. We did that last week.
Did we do for Worky?
Yeah, we did. Kutia.
Where's that from?
Poland, Ukraine, Lithuania, and Russia. Various nuts and raisins.
Did we do adventure already?
No, but we could.
Let's do adventure.
All right, let's do adventure.
Jobless.
Yeah, same. We talked about why it was last week's awards.
Yep.
And it still holds. I'm sorry. Holds. We had that sense of adventure.
60 plus anime for the both of us, and it still holds.
There's still some, but this one just fuck.
Close was ReZero, but I gave it another.
Yeah, I gave it something else too.
I think we probably gave it the same.
Kutaro Leches cake.
That sounds fun.
Cake made with flour with 4 milks and is similar to just regular tres leche cake.
That's cool.
So yeah, it's a 4 milk cake. Mystery.
It's not really a mystery.
All right, what do you want to give? What cake?
We can do mystery because there's not many left.
Yeah, we're almost done actually.
We're almost done.
I gave mine to Sunny Boy because again we got it was a more of an actual mystery type of thing.
Well, I put thriller / mystery. Like did you do separate or did you do it together?
I did it together.
Okay. Yeah, I did ReZero because of the thriller aspect. Nothing tops the thrilling aspect of that whatsoever.
But no, 100%. Yeah, I actually almost picked that, but I went for the more mystery approach of that.
Yeah.
And that's where the Sunny Boy.
Okay, no. Do drama now.
Drama. What's a dramatic? Pick a country for dramatic.
North Korea. Am I wrong?
There's nothing.
There's got to be something for South Korea.
Nope.
What?
Nope.
South Koreans don't like cake?
Oh no, they get our cakes.
What the fuck?
There's Southern United States.
You can pick the U.S. All right, what cake do you have? Something fucking fried cake?
Yeah, no, we'll give it the old brownie.
Brownie. All
right. Drama. What was your drama?
ReZero.
Link Click.
I would have given it the Fruits because the drama and Fruits is very high level.
Oh yeah, especially I'm sure we'll talk about when we get to it.
We're going to.
We're definitely going to. Yeah. These awards are going to be quick because we're going to talk about a shit ton of the actual stuff.
Yes.
So that's why these are short. So get used to it. Deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
But Link Click, I was just on the edge of my seat with those last few episodes.
Mm-hmm.
And the cliffhanger at the very end was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I was like, I got the drama from that. It was just, it's good. Alrighty. Devil Food Cake animation.
I was gonna say animation.
Demon Slayer movie.
If we would have given it to movies, then yeah, I would have given it to Demon Slayer.
It was still part of the Mugen Train arc. It's basically the same thing. I'm not ranking the movie, but it's hard to die the animation. Fine. I'll throw that one out the window. Wonder Egg.
I give it a talk because the animation, if nothing else, fucking stunning, superb. But I mean, if we're gonna go with movies, I would give it to Pilot Evergarden.
Yeah, that too. But it's also hard to deny the animation of fucking Wonder Egg.
No, it's beautiful, beautifully animated,
especially in the OP.
Beautiful. That's realistic.
Yeah.
I think those are real shots that they incorporated into some sort of animation.
It felt like it, right? Yeah.
Yeah, truthfully, it was beautiful.
All right, we got 3 left. All right. Red Velvet couple.
Girl. No, I thought we were gonna do wedding cake for the couple.
Right, wedding cake for couple.
We'll do Red Velvet for a girl.
Remember couple.
Hori and Miyamura.
Really?
The obvious choice would have been Kyo and Toru, but
because that was mine.
Yeah, Kyo and Toru, but I find Hori and Miyamura a little bit more relatable.
Right.
I felt a little bit more watching them than I did with Kyo and Toru. Kyo and Toru was kind of like, dude, just fucking accept it already. Like, it was a little frustrating with them because it's like, just fucking do it. Make it happen, bro. What the fuck are you doing? Hori and Miyamura, we get them early and we see a full relationship minus marriage with Hori and Miyamura. And we get a proposal. We see them when they get together. When she saves him from like obscurity and loneliness, they get together, they're happy, they have sex, they're still together, they are learning about each other, they fight, and he proposes, and they live happily ever after. That's a complete relationship from start to finish, in essence. How could you?
That's fair.
I don't get that from Kyo and Toru.
Yeah, shit. Yeah, that's actually very convincing. No, because they were second, and I had Subaru and Emilia.
Yeah, Rem-chan.
She wasn't. Who's Rem?
I was waiting for it. I served that up on a silver platter.
Who's Rem?
You ban. That was an error.
What did she even do this half? She didn't sleep. Nothing.
Rem is sleep.
She had a diabetic coma.
It's from all this cake.
Yes, we fed her all the cake last year. All right, now we'll get to Red Velvet. Who was your best girl?
Obvious.
Emilia.
What?
Emilia.
What?
Yeah.
What?
I'm sorry.
You didn't choose Toru?
I chose Emilia.
Why?
She was fantastic. I'm sorry. She
wasn't even the best girl in the series. That was Ekidana.
No, Ekidana was the best of part 1. But with part 2, we got development of Emilia. That made me fucking
We
want
did.
it.
I loved it. I did love it. There's not a chance in God's green creation I would have chose anybody but Fuka. Or not Fuka, but Toru. But Toru.
I
know. One.
She was second.
No one. I can't. No. Maybe no one.
I was like 4th.
No one.
So Toru was close.
I can't believe you.
I believe me.
I'm offended.
Oh, good.
I am so offended.
Don't treat me like fucking Ross if you being offended, good sir.
What the fuck? That blew my mind. My mind is blown.
Well, call your hookups. Maybe she'll blow.
Fuck, bro. Wow.
Yeah.
I was so confident that you would choose Toru.
Well,
confident.
Well, this is why I don't tell you. This is why I don't tell you shit.
She's the most angelic woman they've ever made in fucking anime. Since fucking what's her face? Since my favorite girl of all time. What's her face? God damn it. I forget her name now.
My favorite girl. I forgot that bitch.
I forgot. I have her as my screensaver permanently. The girl from Clanad. I'm forgetting her name. Why?
Which one?
Girl. Nagisa.
Okay, I was gonna say
Nagisa. It's Nagisa and Toru as the most angelic women ever in anime. Ever. And you chose fucking Emilia.
Yeah. I actually like legit growth. Toru was just great all around, but Emilia climbed up for it. That's why.
And still didn't reach the heights of Toru. That Toru has been since the beginning.
Okay.
Toru has been best girl since the beginning of that show. Not even close.
All right, let's move on to the guy.
Fuck the guy.
I mean, maybe cheesecake.
No, you go first this time. I want you to go first.
Fine, Subaru.
I chose Miyamura.
That's fine too. I love Subaru. He didn't die in any of this half.
As much.
No, in this second half, he didn't die once.
Didn't he did die? Didn't he die with the
In part 1?
Didn't he die to the rabbits?
That was part 1.
Was it?
Part 2, he didn't die at all.
Well, because he did learn because of what Economics
and he was careful. He planned everything, so he didn't die. That how he convinced Garfield, like, hey, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Actually help me. Helping Otto, helping Ram, his thing with Roswell.
Yeah.
His scene with Beatrice.
Yeah. We should have added a category for best villain. 2022 Keki.
Alrighty. All right.
I'm gonna add these for here though I should add them I'll add them in a note so that way we have them released for next.
Talk about yours.
Miyamura. I mean, he was another example of kind of like a progress, like you mentioned, progression. At the end of the day, we saw him go from obscure, outcast, lonely, Demune to growing, finding friends, finding a relationship, finding acceptance of his past self, growing as a person with his friends, dealing with stuff and adversities with his friends, dealing with the reality of happiness in his life that he's got, dealing with the blessings. Like he progressed to that extent to get himself out of that hole and enjoy his life as a high schooler when he didn't enjoy life for hardly any of his life up until then. It was beautiful. He's a fantastic boyfriend to Hori, fantastic friend to everybody around him, fantastic older brother to Hori's younger brother, all that, supportive of his mom's business. Like everything about him is just amazing, comforting to Hori as well.
All right, that is it for awards.
And with that is the end of part 1.